And it's that time when itchy, watery eyes reign supreme. So here with natural solutions to keep your seasonal allergies under control. Bryce Wylde has got the answers. We love it when you come.
Good to see you.
Still a little huggy hug.
You bring all of the best stuff and all of the best tips. So
Thank you.
I want you to break down the difference, though, to start between food allergies and seasonal allergies. I know there are folks in the audience that have both. We've talked about it. Does one affect the other?
Well, if you're an allergy sufferer, you know what you're going through right now because now's the time. You know where they go, by the way?
Where?
At you. Sneezing, drippy eyes, running nose.
It's been a while
bad
since the dad jokes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm happy they're back.
I've got two teenage kids.
Yes.
So itchy, watery eyes, runny nose, itchy throat. You know the deal.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about what your allergist probably won't tell you because there's a lot of stuff that ultimately does release histamine, the very notorious histamine that causes the symptoms. So I'm going to reach behind here. You're going to be the happy histamine cell.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm going to be the angry histamine cell. And I'm angry. Why?
Why are you angry?
Why am I angry? Because I'm dropping nails on the floor. Because that's histamine. I'm angry because I get faced with these seasonal allergies and I blow up and I release histamine all over the place.
Okay.
That causes the symptoms.
Right.
You're happy because...
Are you going to burst mine?
I'm not.
Okay.
I won't burst your bubble. Not today. You're happy because you remain nice and plump and sturdy throughout your entire life as a mast cell. And how we keep these mast cells healthy, that's what we're talking about today.
Okay, beautiful. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about histamine. Let's talk about their effect on our allergies.
Right. So histamine, that's the notorious thing that causes symptoms, goes... Yeah. We actually have histamine in our foods.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that. Histamine-rich and histamine-sequestering foods. And you're looking at them over here at the side of the table.
Why'd you have to include chocolate bars?
I'm sorry. I'm in and out like eggs. One day they're good, one day they're bad. But in context of allergies, chocolate, unfortunately, is one of them. Meats, preserved meats. This is the name of the game. Anything preserved, aged cheese, unfortunately, dry and preserved fruits, vinegar, alcohol, unfortunately, red wine and beer. And get this, avocados and aged or ripened bananas. These all contain and will sequester histamine. Therefore, during the season, allergy season, if you're an allergy season sufferer, you want to avoid these foods in your diet. Yeah.
All right. You got to do what you can because the symptoms are brutal.
Right.
They're like, oh, that's how you're going to end that one? Avoid them?
Right.
Okay. There are more foods that actually can affect and trigger our seasonal allergies.
There are still yet others, and these are notorious for those that experience what are called oral allergy syndrome or crossover. Okay. Especially first sign is the itchiness of the back of the throat. You know you have a symptom. Like, where's that from? Could be from these foods. And here's the association. Whether it's trees or grasses, and that's what's coming on right now, these foods have a protein association. They either grow on trees or they grow like grass, next to grass, or in the grass. And this association, if you eat these foods, will ultimately cause your allergies to be worse. Check with your allergist. You can look this up. There's some of these you can, steep or boil or, get rid of the protein. Peanuts is another one of those things. At the end of the day, check with your allergist. But getting rid of those as well and testing yourself for them is another way to make your allergy season better.
Good. So if you steam those apples, you can have them, and then you've taken out all the bad stuff.
You got
anything that's going to bother you. Now, you say that we need to start eating like our ancestors did.
We do. Okay. And by that, what I mean is eat foods that our immune systems have become acclimatized to or accustomed to. Okay. And eating like our ancestors pre-40,000 years ago or so, research shows, whether it's grass-finished organic beef, fish, chicken, berries, the blackberries, yams versus potatoes, nuts and seeds, provided you're not allergic or sensitive to nuts. Right. And eggs. These things our immune systems are used to. They know what to do. That happy cell will not release the histamine. Right. The gut stays happy. The immune system stays happy. That's not to say that these are bad. Some of these are allowed in the Paleolithic diet. Yeah. But eating like our ancestors do basically calms down the immune system.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah. Now, what else can we do to manage both any kind of bothersome allergy symptoms?
So I grabbed my sieve.
I noticed that.
Our gut's like a sieve.
What are we doing?
Our gut's like a sieve. We're selectively permeable. What that means is if you put stuff in a sieve, stuff comes down through that sieve. That's the useful stuff, the macronutrients, oils, proteins, carbohydrates. And stuff remains in the sieve in our gut. You poop it out. It's the fiber and the junk you don't need. Well, what if...
You're so close to me with that drill.
What if we punctured holes in the sieve? It's
that wouldn't be good.
Not so selective anymore, is it?
Right.
That's a problematic sieve. You've heard of leaky gut?
Yes.
Leaky gut syndrome is a big thing in this society today, and that's because we're eating too many refined, high sugar foods, bad oils. It's making our guts hole filled Okay,
Wow.
so stuff we can do about that. Now, when that's the problem, things get into general circulation and cause allergies to be worse. When you've got a leaky gut, and you can solve that with a few natural remedies. One, Jameson's got a great probiotic here, the 10 billion probiotic, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, Bifidobacterium longum. Those are two of the many species in here studied to reduce allergies. How's it doing it? It's making your sieve more intact.
Okay.
That's how it's working.
Okay, got it.
Quercetin, that's another natural remedy. This is a bioflavonoid active ingredient. Quercetin helps to subdue. Remember that balloon I just blew up?
Yeah.
Instead of the balloon blowing up and then treating with antihistamines, which causes rebound, this is going to make that happy balloon or cell not blow up in the first place.
Okay.
And then lastly, my Cyclops here. You know, there's a lot of natural ingredients on the market that some work, some don't. And then there's antihistamines. They cause rebound effects. So I always go to the natural stuff.
Got it.
Sabadilla lily, Eye Bright. These are natural ingredients that don't cause a rebound effect. So none of the harsh chemicals that you can use all day long with contacts or without to help with that itchy. One of the most notorious symptoms I deal with as patients for over 20 years. This stuff works. Use it and make your life a lot easier if you're an allergy sufferer.
This is what you want.
Keep your histamine
That's
happy.
right. Bryce, thank you so much.